Many years ago, I came across a few lines in a book that I connected with. They were, "It's easy to judge, but you never know another person's heart, what gives them strength and what breaks them down." I have learned to listen more and speak less. The result has been eye-opening conversations and inspirational moments that I have shared with you right here. Hi, and welcome to Crystal One-on-One. I'm here for another session, and today my guest is Sue Ochola DeRoy. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Really good.
You're really good.
Yeah, had a brilliant breakfast. I'm happy. So
do you love your food?
Yeah, I love to eat, and that's why I'm late. I have to eat. Otherwise, I'm grumpy.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, because I think going back, even as a model and all of that, sometimes you have to go long hours without food.
I eat. I make sure that I eat. I have a horrible appetite, but when I eat, I will eat.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes it take me 5 hours to finish my plate. Yeah.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm picking and I'm picking and I'm
So you'll just be the person who covers it.
Yeah,
and then you have a little bit more.
I don't like eating by myself. Yeah, I always call people, guys, let me eat. And then the things that I like eating, like Japanese, and most people here don't like doing that. So then I end up at usual by myself, and then they'll probably eat the fried rice, and I'm just picking the sushi and things like that.
A little bit. So do you eat when you're hungry? Is that how it works for you? Because that's supposed to be the healthiest way.
No, that's what they say, but I eat when I want to eat. When something smells good, then I'll eat.
Okay.
When I'm craving something, I eat, not because I'm hungry. That's bad though, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
We're not going to stress about this, but at least we agree on one thing: we like food. So,
yes.
Yes. I mean, what's the point of being on this planet if we cannot indulge in some of the beautiful things around us?
Definitely, and we have great food in Uganda. Everything's organic, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
It's okay.
Okay, so welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
It's so nice to have you here.
Finally.
Finally, we've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, you know, you were talking about like, you know, things you love about Uganda.
Yeah.
Let me ask you that, because we're talking about like how sometimes you go for festivals that are promoting Uganda, conventions that are talking about Uganda. What are the things that you feel like as Uganda we should be showing the world?
It's just, number one, we're very nice people. So a lot of the time we've just had really negative press around the world. And I've had to constantly tell people, you know, when I first went to the UK, they said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "I'm from Uganda." "Oh gosh, Idi Amin." And then there was all this, you know, dynamics. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, but that's not Idi Amin. We have a beautiful country. We've got the source of the Nile, and it's so green, and we've got lovely people. And then, you know, you got to teach them, and it's, but where's Kampala? And, you know, you just got to tell people the maps, and so it was very frustrating. But we generally have a really lovely country. The weather is amazing. My husband came here in 2009. He's never left. No,
he fell in love.
He's in love, and it's brilliant weather. The food's awesome. People are nice. You know, we've got great national parks and things like that.
There's just so much.
There's so much.
So much to share.
It's huge, and yeah.
You talked about your husband coming in 2009. He's never left. I know a lot of people who come to Uganda and they just like, yeah, this is it. This is How long have you been married?
We've been together 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I know.
In the world today, that's not very common.
A lot of people say, "Oh, he doesn't exist."
Well, maybe because don't see him.
I'm very private.
Yeah.
At the same time, I tell people that all of this life, that it's just a socialite. This is not who I am. I never wanted this life. You know what I mean? It's kind of something that was just thrown at me, and I've So you never see me craving for fame or wanting to be on TV. That's not who I am.
Okay.
I'm a very private person. I can also be an extrovert with my lifestyle, so it's very confusing. Yes.
Okay.
So people don't know, and they say, "Oh, but she doesn't have a husband, but he doesn't live here." Oh, he's. No, I'm thinking, but wait a minute.
Just because you don't share.
I don't share, and but he's my husband. How is it any of your business where he lives? And you know, and then I have very people that know where I live. You know, and it's a lot of people say, "But what does she do?" Because that question, when people ask me, what do you do? I kind of feel, why should I tell you what I do? You know what I mean? So I feel I'm already being judged. Yeah, first off. And then, so that's, yeah.
So do you feel like you've been misunderstood a lot?
A lot of the time, and I just hate trying to explain myself because I feel I don't really need to explain myself to people. I know who I am, and that's the most important thing.
And your inner circle.
Absolutely, and they know, and we're good with that.
I know. I think I was watching, do you know Caroline Mutoko? She's a Kenyan personality, and she recorded something, and she was saying that, you know, there's almost a sense of entitlement from people because they see part of your life on social media. They have expectations to see everything, and you as a person have a right to share whatever it is you're comfortable, as little or as much.
I just give just a little bit of what I want people to know. And that's about it. The rest is their opinion. And they can guess for as you know, as long as they like. I really don't care because I know who I am. At the end of the day, I'm going back to my home, to my wonderful bed, my breakfast at Le Chateau, and life goes on. You know? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're Ugandan?
Yes.
Born here?
Born, bred, raised, and I went to London 1998, early 98.
That is after you'd won Miss Kampala.
Miss Kampala was 96.
Okay, all right, okay. So where were you born then?
I was born here.
Where, in Kampala?
In Lira.
Okay, in Lira?
Yes, I'm not even from Lira, but because my mother was a working mom, and she was traveling around the country opening up. There was a company called Foods and Beverages at the time, many, many years ago. So she was their GM, and then she had to travel opening, you know, so I have a sister that was born in Hoima, another in Masindi. Yeah, so we were all born different parts of the country. And she was really heavily pregnant, and she was in Lira working, and then I was born, and then a couple of days we had to come back to Kampala.
Oh, right, okay. You said your mom was a working mom?
Yeah.
And your dad, was he in the picture?
He was, but they went together.
Okay.
Yeah. My dad was very much, you know, working, influential, affluent, you know, so, but, you know, African fathers. We're quite a few of us, so, so that's why I never really speak about that. And my cousins are like my sisters, and my stepsisters are my sisters. So we all have one
like a
name.
Very big family.
So when you hear the Ocholas, we don't really say that's my cousin or that's my sister, that's my sister. We're all a family.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So did you travel with your mom growing up?
Not so much. She was traveling, and then she obviously there are days when I was with my dad because we weren't together. You know, I had a stepmother. She was nice. You know, we had a lovely home in Mienga.
Thank you for saying that. She was nice.
You
don't hear that often.
No, she, you know, she had her own reasons for doing certain things that she had to do. I never understood their relationship. None of my business, but she did try. Yeah.
She did try, because I mean, most of the time you hear horror stories.
Yeah, I mean, there were some horror stories, but
do you feel like now that you're older, maybe you look at it differently?
Yeah, because you can never understand. I never, you know, with relationships, we were kids, and that was them. And like I said, she wasn't the only one. There were others.
He wasn't the easiest man.
I don't know. He was a nice guy. My dad was very charming. But like I said, she wasn't the only woman. So that could have been the issue that was driving her to do the things that she did. But we had a lovely home. It was wonderful, you know, so I can't complain.
Strikes me as you're not the kind of person to dwell on things. You're like, this happened, move on.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will go back and think about that time, or...
But then it's like a cancer. It eats you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just got to move on. It's tough. Things happen, and life, you evolve. I'm not going to say it's not going to be hard anymore. You sometimes, you know, there's stumbling blocks every step of the way, but you just keep on going. Keep on going, you know?
Okay. But some of the lessons that you go through kind of shape you.
They do.
And make you who you are when you're older.
And they've made me very tough.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I look like, I'm a softie, but I'm really tough. You know, you read lots of things about me on social media, and people call me and say, Sue, but they've said this about you. And I'm like, pass me a champagne. Right, really? Am I bothered? What next?
Yeah.
You know?
But the people who know you, at least, I feel like everyone knows that you have like the warmest, sweetest heart.
Yeah.
But then you're tough because
Yeah,
of
you gotta
what the
be.
world has to.
Absolutely. Yeah. The world is so evil.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, especially this society, Uganda, there's a lot of people here who are very pretentious, and they will say, oh my God, Crystal's my friend. And as soon as you turn your back, they're going to say the meanest, horrible things about you.
Yeah.
So you can't trust anyone. Just do whatever it is you're going to do and keep on going.
Okay. All right. So where did you go to school?
I went to school, okay, like my mom again was traveling, so I went to school, did my nursery here, and then went to primary in Mbale.
Okay.
Yes, and went to Nabuyonga and Fairway. And then I went to Tororo Girls Kiswa Primary School, went to Tororo Girls School. I was expelled. I was a very naughty girl. I felt like I wasn't understood. I still feel I'm constantly misunderstood. Then I went.
What did you do?
I don't know. I just felt I was bullied a lot because of my complexion.
Oh.
Yeah, and I just felt. And then I spoke brilliant English, you know, their Chole is how we speak. Everything's like,
very
I'm not showing
precise.
up with that. And they thought, and obviously coming from the type of family, my father was a very well-spoken gentleman. So I spoke well, and I was bullied.
Oh.
I hated it. I hated school.
Okay.
And I just didn't want to stay. So I thought, okay, I'm going to rebel.
It was a decision.
It was, yeah.
It was,
A lot of things that I do because I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I did it, and then I left school and went out with a friend. I hate school anyway, and then becomes something I don't know.
What did you hate about school? Was it the structure, the classrooms?
It was just, I think the people that were in the schools that I went to were not very nice to me, so they made my life a living hell.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
You know, so, and I see them around and they're trying to be nice to me. I'm like, really F off. Yeah.
You remember this?
I remember a lot of things. I have got a memory of, like, it's ridiculous. I remember things even when I was like 4.5, 5 years old. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, yes.
It is a lot.
And I've been told I'm brilliant, but then I don't use enough of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a skill that you can use to your
I
advantage
remember
in so many
a
ways.
lot. Yes, a lot of
So
things.
are you the kind like you don't forget people, you don't forget
No, I don't. I don't
faces,
forget people. Then
names?
there's certain things that I've blocked, and certain people. And some people come to me and say, "Oh, but I went to school with you, and I was in this class." I said, "But I went to a lot of schools." Oh my God, there's another school that I went to, St. Balikudembe, Mitala Maria. I forgot that one. Yes. Because my mom was like, "You're very naughty. Okay, we're taking you to the." It was on Masaka Road. Oh my God, it was awful. And I remember the teacher. I'm saying too much. I was speaking a lot of English, and she said, "But who do you think you are? Speak too much English. You'll never make it in life. You'll be a failure anyway." So those are things that I remember. Yes.
What?
Exactly, a teacher. That's why I said people are just evil, and I've become very, very hard. Yeah, so imagine someone saying that to you.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll never be anything.
Wow.
Yeah, a teacher. You send your children to school to be
Inspired, to be
and
grown.
motivated, and then they tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what they say about bullies, though? I mean, like, people who bully, they become bullies. Were you ever, did you ever feel like...
I'm so sweet, although I'm patient, but then I will not take it lying down.
Okay.
If someone comes for me, I'm not the one that usually goes for them, but if they come, then it's going to be World War III.
It's on.
Absolutely, we're taking it all the way. Yeah.
So did you have like a close circle of friends when you were in school?
I don't remember.
Or you were a loner? I mean, like, you've just kind of blocked that out?
In Brain Trust, I had a circle of friends. We were really cool. We used to hang out, go partying. I mean, Bobby, wine, he was in my school.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's kind of, you know, we like music, partying. So I'm still friends with a couple of them.
Okay.
I see them in the US and in the UK. We're close. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one school that I really liked.
Do you feel like that chapter of your life, you just kind of want to mute it?
No.
No?
I had fun in Brain Trust Academy.
But you're only talking about the one school.
Yeah, the rest of them, I don't care.
Okay.
Goodbye, toodles.
So did you find anyone in that school who also saw your potential, saw another side of you?
Yes, that's why I'm still friends with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about teachers? Or anyone?
No.
You know, once in a while you talk to someone and they'll say, oh, you know, I met this person, or I had this
the
aunt, or I had
headmaster,
this.
he was, because I remember they had a school magazine, and then we had a poetry contest, and I wrote it was this long poem about death. Yes, and it
Okay,
won,
death.
and it was printed in the magazine. So he was kind of nice, but also we got expelled from that school as well. Yeah.
Okay. Turbulent times. How was your mom handling this?
At that time, she'd passed.
Oh.
Yeah, so
I'm so sorry.
it's okay.
When did she pass?
In 1993.
In 93.
Yeah,
So you were still in
my
school.
dad was in 94. So it was a very young time, and
1 year apart.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's those things that made me very. So when people die, I'm kind of like, okay, it's tough. I've lost a lot of people in my life, but you know, you just gotta move on.
Okay. So who took over? I mean, who?
My sister.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Like your older sister?
Yeah, my older sister.
Wow. Okay. How much older? Is that like much? Was she working already?
Yeah,
or?
she has. Yeah, she's, you know, like I said, I come from a background where they're okay.
Okay.
So she's up from the time, educated, great job, and so she did her bit. We're very different.
So which is very serious and very conservative a bit?
Yeah. I'm not going to go into detail because I've given a lot of interviews about her, and when people say, "Is that really your sister?" And I'm like, "Yeah, she is, but she's my sister. She always loved me." I remember one day I was back here on holiday and she was driving to work, and there was a picture of me in the red paper, and it says "So Chola, 10 kgs of boobs," and she calls me, "What are you doing on the red paper? Naked?" I was like, "Oh God, here we go again." You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she tried to keep you.
She did her best, but then I've got my own mind. And this is why I always felt that I was different.
Okay.
And I wasn't accepted because I was different. And they wanted me to be a scientist, a lawyer, or whatever it is that I couldn't understand.
Did you know what you wanted to be?
As a child, I had dreams and aspirations, and I thought maybe I could be a lawyer. I mean, I don't know. Or an actress, or whatever it is. I could write books. And then as you grow older, your mind changes. And I did art in school.
Okay.
And I liked painting, and I did batik. And then I met my husband, and then we started collecting art, and he's an art collector. And hence why my place, you know, it's sort of like a gallery. And so I loved art.
You loved art.
Yeah.
Okay. You talked about, you know, Miss Kampala.
Yeah.
You competed.
I did.
That was 1996. And you won as well.
I did.
And something you've talked about a lot was that, you know, for those days, you were very dark skinned.
Yes. So my aunt used to have a shop on Kampala Road called Peacock Fashions, where everyone used to hang out. So that's how I started modeling, because I was in her TV commercials, and she did clothes for President's wife, Bob Marley's mother. It was kind of really beautiful, amazing kitenges. And she encouraged me.
That's where your love
Yes. And she said to me, you know, you should go for it. And I said, well, you know, but
had you modeled in school? Had you been on
we'd
stage,
done fashion shows
done stuff like that?
She said, go for it, do it. And I said, but I don't know if I can win this. She said, just do it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I went, and I won.
Okay. Did that change your life in any way? Was it a good thing?
It was a good thing. It gave me. It was.
Was that the first time you were thrust into, you know, the spotlight, or?
Yes, actually. No, but remember, I was already doing her commercials.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So that was
You're already modeling.
Yes. And then we used to party in the daytime, the Sheraton ballroom back in the day. So, and then we were those popular kids, you know, see us. So it wasn't like I wasn't popular. And then being Miss Kampala just kind of took it to a whole new level, where suddenly they're writing about me in the papers and there's negative press. And I was really young, but I took it. I said, you know what? I'm just going to live with it.
So you used to
yeah,
and like, what more can they say?
What more can they do? Confidence boost a little bit.
Yeah.
But also the things that I always had to tell myself, you know, regardless, you're beautiful, you're different. So people are going to either have to accept it or just move on.
Yeah.